Studying about ArrayList. So in the collections, we have this dynamic array called ArrayList, which increases its size dynamically. So it can it's not synchronized and it's not thread safe. We'll learn about it later on. So it allows random access to fetch any elements because it stores value based on indexes. Okay, so here we have an example of array list. This is how we declare and create an array list, and then we are adding an element. Now we're adding just one element here, a string, and then we are adding another element from 0 to 19. Okay, so the size would be around 21, I guess, because 20 elements are these and then this. Okay, so now we are not declaring any value. What kind of value we are adding? So we can add string and integer as well. Now coming non-generic versus generic, so we have to add a generic to this. So if we add integer to it, so only integers would be added. Okay, so that is one thing. And then now this is very important thing. So user objects, using user objects, we need to do this now, create an array list. So what we have done is we have created a class called employee, and these are the global variables, name, age and department with their respective data types. Now we have to initialize these variables. So if I highlight this, you can see this is getting highlighted. So this is the global variable. So global variable initializing, we need to initialize this. So these values will be passed here, okay, for this particular object, whatever gets created. Okay, so this is a constructor. So the default we are passing this, creating this constructor. This dot name equal to name, name is this dot age equal to age, and this is department equal to department. Okay, so now we need to play with these objects. Now how would you create an object of the out of this class? So this is a reference variable, and this is the how we declare. We have added name, age and department, okay, for different employees. Again we have added some, and now we are creating an array list out of this. So we have added e1 value, e2 value and e3 value. Now so the array list emp has three values now, e1, e2 and e3. Okay, so if we print the size of this, we will get around 3. Emp dot size will be 3. Okay, so here we can see 3 size. That's done, and now we have a star out of this, and then now we use an iterator to traverse the values. How do we use an iterator? And then we have to pass the type of element. See, you can see type the type of element returned by this iterator. So it would be employee objects. Okay, you have to add this. So this is the name of the iterator is equal to emp dot iterator. This is a method. So if you write like this, emp dot, it gives you an option of passing an iterator. So we have passed here while. So we are using while loop because we don't know what the size is, we don't know. So that's why we're using a while loop. So c dot has next function will return true or false whether it has a next value or not. So in the C is the iterator, so it will check for this employee array list and check if there is a next value and then only execute. So we need to pass an element that is common. So employee e is equal to c dot next. So for the particular element we are using next method. Okay, c dot next, c is the iterator, dot next is giving us the object which is employee 1, employee 2, employee 3 based on the iteration of the loop. Employee e is equal to, why it is employee, because the type of this e, the value would be an employee object. So then e dot name, e dot age and e dot department are printing. So Ramu 29 mech, Shamu 29, Gamu, the electrical is being printed here. Okay, so similar example I've created here for mobile. So this is a mobile. So string name we have prepared. This is a new class. string, processor, and int RAM. Okay, this is three global variables. We have created a constructor here. Passed global is equal to local. Okay, processor equal to processor. This dot RAM is equal to RAM. Okay, this is how we create a constructor. Now we go to the what we do is we create a mobile objects, okay, out of this class. And similarly we have passed three phones, 1 plus HT, Samsung, this, and Apple iPhone 12. So we're adding objects to the array list. Okay, we have created a array list and then adding array list collection. So then we create an iterator and then we pass in the type of the iterator that will be there. We pass in ar dot iterator. This is the method. Okay, so this ar dot iterator should return dot returns an iterator over the elements in the list in proper sequence, one after another. Okay, returns an iterator. Okay, while it dot has next mobile, here I used mobile because this will return in object. Okay, so it dot next again by passing emp dot processor m dot ram m dot. Okay, so now comes the part of array list. So here how do we perform actions on array list? Here we have one array list, we are adding 3 numbers to it. Array list 2, we are adding 4 numbers to it. Now what we did is we added array 2 to array 1. We use the add all function. Array 1, this is array 1 dot add all array 2. So all the elements of array 2 will be added to this. So we print out the size of array 2. Initially it was 3, and then it will be 7. Okay. So run this. Okay. So initially the size was, so we printed the RAM. Okay, RAM got printed here 6. Okay, and then we added these two, and then after the star the size of array 1 got printed, just 7. 2 3 plus 4 7. Okay, and then remove all array 2. Now array 1 has 7 elements, so I am removing all the elements of array 2 again. What would and then printing array 1, so it would be array 1. Okay, 1 2 3 only, which was initially, and then return all will print all the elements of array 1 and array 2 which are common. So if I add in array 2, you can add in an element called 1 which was already there here. Okay, so it should return me, it should print 1 in return, because array 1 should eventually have array 1 dot size should be 0 again. Okay, these are removed, that's why. So that's the reason. So ideally this should return the common elements of array 1 and array 2. Okay, that's it.